song for me to sing. I don't have to think about it too much. And it's one of those songs that I wrote in about 5 minutes. And I was in a little band, a little acoustic duo called Hobo Jack back in the day when I first started my music career. And I wrote this song, and sometimes I tell people I wrote this song about my ex-best friend's ex-girlfriend. I tell this whole story, but that's not actually entirely true. The truth of the matter is I wrote this song because I bought a kazoo one time in Johnson City, Tennessee, and I wanted to write a song where I could showcase the kazoo in my song. So I wrote this song just for having a kazoo and I could showcase it, which I don't have tonight. I have since lost the kazoo and I bought a harmonica instead. So anyway, here's one for you called Mean and Cruel. It goes a little something like this. She knows how to shoot it. I got one mean and cruel. I got a woman that's mean and cruel. Got me a woman that's mean and cruel, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, he done told me, son, you ought to just leave at home. I told my old man if I could put in the bedroom, she too damn good. I got a woman mean and cruel. I got a woman, she's mean and cruel. Got me a woman that's mean and cruel, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, baby. I got a woman mean and cruel. I got a woman, she's mean and cruel. Got me a woman that's mean and cruel, and I don't know gonna do. Yeah. Next time I'll bring the kazoo.
So that was your that was a song you wrote in your first band.
My first band, yeah.
About how old were you when you did that?
Oh man, I was a real young fella, ripe age of about 27.
27. Okay. And you hit the road like with the band, or you?
We put out an EP, yeah. In 2009, we put out an EP and toured up and down the East Coast from St. Augustine, Florida to somewhere in New Hampshire. I forget the name of the town right now, but yeah, we had a fun time, and then we went broke 9 months later and had to get real jobs again.
It's fun to revisit the song, man.
Yeah, it's cool to go back and look at those memories. The guy and I still play together, just not quite as much.
The song I'm going to do for you is one that it's about a one-night stand. It's fictional. It's based on a couple things that I experienced in my life, but it was really a result of me listening to a lot of David Childers. You know that guy. The song is it's called Between Baja and LA. snaps on my shirt were as pearl as mud as you slowly unsnapped me. You said you never felt like this before, and I thought you were lying. You said that was the truest thing you said. Then we jumped into the fire with nobody around me. Don't know the soul. I ain't got a mailbox, killing time before I go. But I think you kinda like that. Your eyes make me think there ain't no sense in being lonely until you ride away. With nobody around here, we don't know the soul. We ain't got a mailbox, killing time before we go. But I think you kinda like that. Your eyes make me think there ain't no sense in being lonely. Let's just ride away. Hey, that's called Between Baja and LA. That's going to be on my next project, most likely.
Release date?
I don't have one yet.
Okay, no rush. Just asking for a friend. Well, hey y'all, my name's Lucy Becker. Happy to be here with y'all this evening. I've got Mr. Brian Keith with me back here. He's going to play some fun sounds and bang on some shit. I'm going to do a tune for y'all. It's called She Was Wrong. I wrote it. I had two of my best buddies, two of my best male friends. That just sounds weird the more I try to explain it. They were both going through a breakup at the same time, and I'm just sitting here like watching my friends date the most rotten women I've ever met in my life, and I'm just like sitting here like, could have predicted this. You know, I also didn't want to date them, so I'm just like standing back, watching it happen, watching my friends be heartbroken. It made me sad, so I wrote this for Caleb and my buddy Chase, and it's called She Was Wrong.
She broke your heart, left you tied with her strings. She made you feel so small with her words, but you shine so bright, like the sun doesn't know that you, she thought she knew, ain't the one who sings those songs. So many things I wanna say, but I just can't find the words. So for you, for you. All I've got to say is that she was wrong. Yeah, she was wrong. How could she see that you mean so much to me? Yeah, she was wrong.
You know, the beauty of doing the rounds is like I never really try to make a set list or have too much of an idea of what I want to play when I do these things, because it's always nice to feed off the other artists and see where their songs and the stories continue. And I think I'm gonna stick with the theme of being wrong about some things. And I could go in two directions. I'm gonna go in this way. I don't feel like getting all deep and heartbroken on anybody just yet, so I'm gonna go in this direction. When I first met my wife, she was not my wife. She was a girl that I was expecting to just be a quick rebound. I'm gonna be totally honest. She had a nose piercing or tongue piercing, and I could tell she probably had a few tattoos. I wasn't sure, but she just kind of looked like that girl, and I thought this is exactly what I need from the really bad breakup I was coming out of, which goes back to the wrong part. That was the wrong girl for me. And so started dating this girl, and you know, she was immediately, I knew she was not like the book. She was the nose piercing and the lip piercing and maybe the tattoos, but she wasn't that girl you'd think she was going to be. She's very soft-spoken, very quiet, good head on her shoulders, graduated college early at 21, was teaching elementary school students, and I was like, wow, this is not what I had in mind. And here we are 13 years later with 2 kids, and I'm glad that opposites attract, and that's the name of this song. If we could just kill that bass just a little bit, maybe, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's just a little bit of it. I can turn it down on my end too if I need to. That sounds a lot better, I think. Yeah.
Put up a good defense.
Gotcha. All right.
Y'all getting a private show tonight, you know that, don't you?
All right. Here's a tune called Opposites Attract. It goes something like this. She ain't much on cowboy boots. She don't like getting too dressed up. She'd rather be in those faded jeans, favorite pair of old green shirts. Her Jack Daniels jacket, those socks that never match. Some say that we don't either, but I disagree with that. Well, she's all covered in tattoos, and I can't say that's really my style. Oh, I didn't see her on the day we met, never made it past her smile. And I got lost in her eyes, had to make her mine.
I like that line where you didn't notice the tattoos at first because you were just like, you never got past your smile.
Never got past your smile.
I love that. I wrote a song, I took a very powerful gummy one night, and I had a dream that I played a house show with Willie Nelson, and I was like sitting on stage with Willie Nelson, and I'm looking out this living room, and like 4 people, and I was like, man, I can't believe this is real. And it wasn't. But I woke up the next morning and wrote this song. This is a 32 Willie Nelson song title, all strung together into one song. It's called She Woke Up My Willie. I was playing a gig at a local bar when a good-hearted woman walked in. Her pale blue eyes had been crying in the rain, so I played her some highway music. She walked all over during Bobby McGee, whispered, help me make it through the night. She was an angel flying too close to the ground, and she's always on my mind. Then she woke up a Willie, woke up a Willie. Oh, girl, I've loved before, and on the road again. My heroes have all been cowboys, there's always one more song to write. I'll drink me a whiskey river, she'll drink yesterday's wine. Now the last thing I needed first thing in the morning was I asked for a ride her back home. She said, you got the money and I've got the time, I'll be everywhere you go. She wasn't a red-headed stranger, she loved shotgun Willie, living in the promised land. I can't help it, I let my mind wander, and I'm just a good time man. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to feed right off of that, and I've got a... No, I'm just kidding. This one actually doesn't really have a story. It's called An Hour With You, and I wrote it... I just recently graduated from Morehead State University. Woo, the Eagles or something. I did 2 years of UK right out of high school, and then my grandpa died, and my best friend was killed, and I was like, wait, now I'm still supposed to go to class? No way. So I dropped out, naturally, for like 6 years, and just turned 28 and graduated with my bachelor's. So hey, happy to be here, y'all. But I was walking through a beautiful park at Morehead, my first fall there, and it was just absolutely beautiful, and I wrote this song. It's called An Hour With You. fall off. Oh wait, maybe it's my volume. Oh my gosh, it's my volume. All right. Well, if y'all can't tell, I don't play a lot of piano, so I figured this would be a perfect setting to practice. So hey.
Autumn leaves are quickly falling down. Round the land they do not make a sound. Walk right through a path that's paved with gold. Then go young stories that they told. It was then, in that moment, that I knew. Suddenly changed my point of view after an hour with you. Hour with you. After an hour with you. Hour with you. Read the little story of that guy who came to live life straight from the sky. Thought she met the one who changed her heart. He let her know she had it in her from the start. I looked into her eyes and then I suddenly my soul was renewed after an hour with you. Hour with you. After an hour with you. Hour with you.
I gotta ask you, when's the release date on that one?
Funny. So that's actually one that I haven't even begun to think about recording, but since you asked, I mean, make something happen. We can make something happen. We can make something. Thank you.
I can hear John Legend singing that.
Ooh. Well, if you got his cell phone number, I'm not shy. I'm happy to give him a call. I can give him about $100 probably. Maybe he's doing some pro bono work.
Might be, who knows?
Thank you.
Yeah, really cool song. Dig it. An Hour with You. I'm gonna try to tie this next song with that if I can. I just like to create these little segues between songs. So there's a song I wrote recently. It's a newer song for me, and this is about maybe I was hoping to spend an hour with this person, but I didn't last that long. So it was a really short-lived time in my life. I was hoping for better. And then it ties into another situation where I probably shouldn't have been spending so many hours with this person, just for other various reasons you'll learn shortly. But anyway, this is a song about lessons you learn the hard way in life and how, you know, those lessons can tend to stick around a little longer than some of the other ones. This one's called The Hard-Earned Kind.
Chunks of my childhood that pop into songs every once in a while, and relationships and regrets, dreams, things like that. Sometimes I'll write something that's completely fictionalized, but I always put some of myself in there. The song right here is about, it's called The working title is Lemonade Stand. I don't know if that's going to be what it's going to be like on the album. But I think a lemonade stand kind of represents something. When you're a kid growing up, you realize like you can make a little bit of money with something that doesn't cost that much. You can make a little profit. And you're like, I'm going to make a lemonade stand. It makes perfect sense. And then you think you figure life out, and all of a sudden, you know, you meet a girl. That's what this song's about. It's called Lemonade Stand.
Grapes on in the summertime, getting lost in the kudzu vine. We pretended we were drinking wine. We were in love. A couple kids just killed time. Sunburns from calamine. Banana seeds on some rusty pipes. We were in love. Sunsets and never forgets. We had no idea. Time we made was just lemonade on a road street deal. We were lighting up with every spark. You know what I mean. Some burn bright and some burned out. The embers of a dream. The embers of a dream. Lollipop lips and cigarette hips. I was chasing you 'cause you wanted it. Hide and seek and come find me, kid. And I found you real fast. Dreaming farther than the water tower. Wondering how your mom would handle it. We just now came back home and listen, the old daddy's just quit it. Sunsets and never forgets. We had no idea. Time we made was just lemonade on a road street deal. We were lighting up with every spark. You know what I mean. Some burn bright and some burned out. On the embers of a dream. On the embers of a dream. Sunsets you never forget. We had no idea. Time we made was lemonade on a road street deal. We're lighting up with every spark. You know what I mean. Some burn bright and some burned out. The embers of a dream. Oh, the embers of a dream.
Something different. Thank you so much. It's kind of a work in progress. I think there's a bridge that needs to happen now.
It's pretty cool. Left in there somewhere.
It's beautiful.
It needs something.
Maybe it needs a fiddle. I'm a little biased.
Or some
Some keys, yeah, there you go.
Need some.
There you go. Well, I guess I'm going to do a tune I wrote last fall. It's called Eleanor. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this tune, but this is my first time playing it on piano. So I have a band. We're called Lucy and the Love Letters. we do kind of like R&B mixed with Latin and soul, and so obviously we did like 3 gigs, and that was like about it in Lexington. Kind of don't know what to do with our music, which is totally fine. I also don't know what to do with our music. But I'm gonna attempt to play it on the keys, and it's a really sweet tune. I played a gig this last weekend at, I don't know if y'all know Austin Shuck. He's an amazing person in the community. He does a lot for Eastern Kentucky. He's absolutely great.
That's
Sounds about right.
Podcast?
Yeah, he's great. Well, yeah, what the Shuck. But I played at one of his benefits last weekend, and a gentleman came up to me and said, I remember you. Your band played at Alley on Main. What was that one tune, Eleanor? And I was like, really? Like, that's the one you remember? Which, yeah, and so, you know, I don't know, that meant a lot to me, so I think people tend to like it, and I hope y'all do too.
Saw you over there, leading conversations with the air. Saw you over there, swaying to the sounds of southern air. Suddenly I looked at you when you looked at me, and then I know what I could hardly believe. Could it be true? Could it be true? I don't think I do. Did you hear what I say? That I want you. I don't think it's true. Won't you send me a signal? Now I'm picking up on you. Next thing we knew, we were dancing salsa on the bathtub, and I thought that can't get better than this. Water running through my hometown, and memories that were so small I can't recall. Sun shining through the windowsill had me redefining blue. Now all my favorite love songs sounded just like you. Won't you send me a signal? 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 Now I'm picking up on you. Saw you over there.
Thank you. Thank you. Last person told me it made him kind of itchy. I don't know if that was about. That's kind of weird.
Itchy vibes from this.
It's not good. I'm really glad. I'm really glad.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna tie into an Itchy song, or maybe I could. I want to circle back to like childhood, with some Lance stories here, some childhood nostalgia memories and things like that. Reminisce a little bit. Like Lance said earlier, I am from Nelson County, Virginia. And you're probably thinking, wow, this is a long ways to go just to play a few songs in a spotlight. And you would be correct in assuming that. It is. But I'm also playing on Saturday night at the Barrel in Lexington for a really cool show. There's 5 songwriters competing for a chance to go and tour in the UK. And it's a really awesome event that this little-known group called For the Love of Appalachia, which Lance knows a little bit about, co-founder, is hosting up there. And yeah, man, it's a really cool event. It's $10 to get in. And if you guys are looking for something to do on Saturday night, you'd like to come up and support some singer-songwriters and pick your best and see who gets to go tour in the UK, all expenses paid. Come on up to Lexington, man, and check it out at the Barrel. It's $10 to get in. It's a steal of a deal for all the acts that are playing that night. And I'd love to see you up there if you're so inclined to come on up. But back to childhood memories here for a minute. First song I ever wrote was back in the year 1999. I wrote it my senior year in high school on a family trip to Virginia Beach, the closest ocean to us in Virginia there. It's a song about the good old days. Looking back on those childhood memories and just reminiscing a whole lot. It's about the hometown I grew up in. It's called Ty Road. It was a little something like this, man. I hope y'all dig it.
Good old days back when everything was cheap, they had it made. A gallon of gas used to cost a quarter, and they missed their clean mountain water. How it ran out that holler, wild and free, I get the same.
And it's true. We did paint my grandfather's pigs that summer a light shade of purple, all 5 of them. And each other, head to toe.
That's the thing, man. It's a reminder, like when you're a kid, those times they're gone, you know. And what I try to remind myself of is all we have is right now. All we have is right now, and that's in a way, like when I peel into a song, I write something that's I feel like it's nostalgic. It's something that I choose to open up from the past, and it's like I think songwriting's good for that, and a lot of people relate to that. You know, with especially growing up, everybody's got a different background, but we all have those highlights. We have those times we want to write a section. I got a song that this song's this is my next single coming out. It's called Golden Hour, and it's speaking on those kind of like timeline things in life. I think Golden Hour is a sweet spot, but it doesn't really last that long. And that's kind of what this song's about. It's kind of look for this song to be dropped on September the 12th. September the 12th.
Yes.
Gonna fool and you eat it anyway.
y'all, make sure you download that song on September 12th.
Golden hour.
I got some September 11th references in there if you catch them.
That's always good.
Because there's a lot of things that changed at that time. There's a lot of things that change in people's lives as they go through. Sometimes we have towers that fall in our lives. Ginkgo trees drop all their leaves at one time. There's a lot of those references in there. If you go back and you check it, as a songwriter, I put that in there for a reason.
Got it.
So.
Speaking on songwriting, just for a minute, I've been a fan of yours, obviously, since the first time I heard your music, 18 months we've been friends now. Becoming a huge fan of Lucio here. But the hardest thing for a songwriter, I mean, you only have a short amount of time to capture someone's attention. And if you can do that with the opening line of a song, you got them. And if you miss that first line, to cook for one is harder than you think. If that doesn't make you want to listen to the song, I don't know what is. Gave me chill bumps just thinking about it. Like, what a hell of a line, dude. It hooks you right in. Yeah.
Well, it's funny that you say that because, so, it's been interesting kind of developing my relationship with Brian because just with other musicians, they pay attention to different things in songs. And so I'm a songwriter, so I'm always gravitate towards the lyrics. The lyrics like, did you hear that line? And more often than not, initially he's like, oh, sorry, I was just listening to music, but I love the musical aspect. And so it's been fun to kind of, I feel like I've opened your brain to lots more lyrics, and you've opened my brain more musically. It's been interesting. Yeah, so it's cool. Cool to hear you.
And everybody hears the song differently. It's a beautiful thing about doing what we're doing here. That's a good segue to thank Rayla for letting us do this.
Yeah, woo! Come on, Rayla. We love you.
They're all listening outside, even though y'all don't see them. They're listening.
Thanks to all you guys outside. Appreciate you.
And giving us the opportunity to do some original songs. And I know, like, typically in a situation like this where you have a bar setting, unless somebody knows the song, they kind of zone out a little bit. But hopefully we've given people enough things that at least they'll walk away with a feeling. Sometimes that's the minimum. You walk away with a feeling and you did something.
Or you wake up listening to a song in your head like I've done with you. And I've texted you and be like, is that song ever going to come out? No, it was the one you did out in the woods. I don't even think you ever brought it. Out in the woods. It's one of those ones. And I woke up singing it in my head. I'm like, where is this song? And I sat in the bed and I found it.
Was that a dream, Rayla?
No, it was not a dream.
Did you do a lot of drugs that night?
Did you take one of those gummies last
I did not take a dummy at that point.
I hope I remember the song.
I'll find it.
Well, yeah, think about that.
So I've been trying a little bit of stand-up comedy, hence the kind of self-deprecating stage dialogue. Now I know why they all do it. I'm like, oh, this is easy, it's fun. But ultimately what I said about the band, it's like, I started this band, Lucy and the Love Letters, did a few gigs, people didn't know what to think about it, but I mean, really the truth is that I really believe in it. We got some really cool stuff going. We had there was at one point we had an 8-piece band on stage in Paintsville.
Oh my God.
We had saxophones and cello, and they're like, what the hell? They were so concerned and stressed out.
I don't like that.
Well, they loved it. They've never probably at Alley heard anything quite like it. And so, it's easy to kind of get caught up in well, it's not working, this and that, but the truth is I really believe in it, and I can see now, most of you probably know me as a fiddle player, I can see why people hesitate to start a band and pursue a career, because it's, God, no one told me. Holy shit, it's terrible. But the truth is, I really do believe in it, and yeah, take a different type of person to set down. It's not me, so. This is a song I wrote when I was on the road, full-time fiddling, touring, running around like a chicken with its head cut off, getting 4 hours of sleep a night. It's called Almost Feels Like Home.
Takes me, yeah, I'm fine. it almost feels like home. We walk a path that's paved with gold. The purple leaves all fall. Like gentle rain.
That's an recorded version too.
Will you take me in your arms? Will you make this moment? It almost feels like home. Ooh, sometimes late at night, I close my eyes and think about the days on the wild street. I know I've done it maybe, but sometimes I can't help but wonder where I'll be. I live in you away. I just might be at home. My soul is filled with memories. Your laughter fills the air, and time stands still. Said I'm missing you tonight, but right here in this moment, it almost feels like home. Almost feels like home. Home, home. How could it feel like home? Just don't feel like home.
Thank you.
Yeah, like just to, pick up where you left off, saying like, it's hard to be in a band and no one really gets what you're doing right now. Just stick with it. That's the biggest advice I can say. If you're passionate about it and that's where your heart is, just stick with it. You'll find your places where the music is appreciated, and yeah, you'll be just fine. Dig what you guys are doing.
Appreciate you.
I dig doing what I'm doing. I love being able to play music anywhere I get a chance to. But it's always nice to come down to a place I've never played before and play for people that have never heard me. It's really cool. That's what I dig most about the gigs sometimes, and being out on the road. And speaking of being on the road, if you have heard something you like, you want to follow my music, I got a merch table right down here with hats and t-shirts and koozies and stickers. Stickers are free, man. Come on, grab a sticker. If you have all the t-shirts and hats and koozies that you already need, you don't want to buy another one, although you probably don't have one with a rooster and a cowboy in the back drinking beer. You probably don't have that shirt, but anyway, if you have all that, man, throw me some Venmo if you want to help out with the gas money and hotel costs and all that stuff. Every little bit for an independent artist goes a long way. But yeah, like I said, stickers are free, man. Come on and grab one of those if you dig what you've heard so far. And to go back around to what I said about songwriting, and about that first opening line, I have several guitar players that I use in my band because, it's just the struggle of a band. You can't always have the same people every night, especially when there's good players. They're booked all the time. One of the guitar players I use, this is his favorite song because of the opening line. He said, that's a good country song, and I'm hooked from the very first line of that song. I know exactly what the song is going to be about from the very first line. So this song is called Tie One On. It's on the back of that shirt right there. It's a drinking song. It's a song I wrote because my truck broke down one day. It goes a little something like this. With that dashboard light, it brings more congratulations.
I'm not that tall.
Y'all give it up for Wendy Dale Battles.
Yeah, Wendy. Soon to be.
Soon to be Wendy Dale Rogers.
Oh, shit!
What?
Yeah.
What?
Did y'all miss that Facebook post?
Yes, we are engaged. We are officially engaged. Yes.
Congratulations!
Cheers to that.
Thank you so
I
much.
was wondering why you didn't see it. I didn't see it! I literally had such a shit fucking week. I
Yeah,
haven't
we
even
were,
been on Facebook. What did you say?
Lance snuck
We
that
met.
in there.
She and I met at Al's Bar. I had a gig down there. And it happened to be her birthday.
I love it.
And Sarah came. It was before Daniel and Sarah got married. But Sarah was like, "What do you think about Wendy?" I was like, I'm not interested that much. But
Typical
you
male.
gotta get the whole story.
I'm listening.
I thought she was talking about somebody else. And then she's like, right there, like Wendy's like, oh shit, yeah, I think she's hot. Like, and so she's like, why don't you go talk to her? So I went and talked to her, and 5 seconds later, we're dancing on the dance floor.
Oh, I love that.
And as soon as we started, it was like,
That was it.
there's something here. And we asked her for a date the next day. We've just been dating ever since. And then 1 year later, the year to the date that we were, it was her birthday, and then, close to when we did the Al's Bar thing, I was like, you know what, we need to add one more level to this whole date.
Shit. Congratulations.
She said yes.
I bet you. Did you have any idea? No. See, that's awesome.
She didn't have any idea.
I love that. I love that. I said, where was this? He said, in my pocket.
I had it in my pocket. I was nervous the whole night. I was like, because I couldn't put the box in my pocket.
Right.
I just had to put the
You
ring
had
in
the
there.
ring.
I checked, make sure there's no holes down there. I was like, I hope this thing falling out.
I love it.
Nervous
Anyway.
wreck, dude.
All right, back to the script.
Okay, we got it. I love this. That's awesome. Oh my God.
Here's a song called Another Life. She said, I hate the way you talk about yourself, and the way you sing those songs about someone else. And I hate the way you use those stupid words to overplay the songs that no one's heard. But I loved her for a minute, I suppose. The feelings always change as you grow. Falling leaves, remember the light. Oh, that was another life. Yeah, she slipped her lipstick back into her purse and jumped off the bridge of some forgotten verse. I heard the outro from the very first words she spoke. Sometimes you hear the punchline and then forget the joke. But I loved her for a minute, I suppose. Feelings always change as you grow. And falling leaves, remember the light. Oh, that was another life. On nights like these I choose to walk alone, and I'll find some place to play my stupid songs. Thinking I'm about to be
the album art is better than the cuts. But I loved her for a minute, I suppose. Feelings always change as you grow. Falling leaves remember the light. Oh, that was another life. Falling leaves remember the light. Oh, that was another life. Thank y'all. It's not. I play it every time I play out. In settings like this, I'll pull that song out. But it is out. It's on my EP, Cold of the Desert Wind, which got 0 plays.
Send it to me, I'll give you one right now.
Yeah, two. They'll take 2. 3 plays right there.
So how many songs we have left for? That'll depend what I do right now. What you think? How are we doing?
We probably got, you could do one and then we could probably do one more.
Probably 2 more total?
Yeah.
Okay.
What songs you got? Yeah. What's up, Sonny?
Alright, this is probably one of the newer ones I've written. This one's called Slow Down, and I think there's lots of pressure in our society for people to just kind of have it all figured out. Let me tell you right now, I just got hand tattoos last week. I do not have it all figured out. So it's just kind of based on a conversation I had with my mom, just slowing down and not feeling pressured to get married and have a stable job and this and that, just kind of taking each month as it comes. So hope this resonates with you. It makes you feel good, or sad, or feel something. It makes you feel something.
very cinematic.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? Like it's a, I could see that kind of broad thing too.
Let's go. Well, who's ready? Let's do it. You want to be the? Will you be the singer? Let's do this.
I think you'd be the
Lead
singer.
actor.
Well,
There you go. Let's put him in a cowboy movie.
I can see the whole thing happening on stage, you know, when I heard you sing.
Thank you.
And by the way, kudos to the chords you're throwing in these songs. I don't know of the musicians out there, but I'm sitting here watching these chords she's playing. She's playing some like straight up D's, G's, E minors, but every now and then she's got these chords in there that I've never even seen before. So
I also don't know what they are.
It doesn't matter. You know, you can play them. That's cool enough.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do. I want to play a song I've never played before. I finished writing a couple of lines and words to this song on the way down the road today. But it goes to the point of what you said about, like, you know, the rush to have it all figured out. And when I was growing up, I had no rush to figure it all out. I was just going to let it come when I did. And my piece of advice to people who think you have it figured out: have kids at 44 years old. Do that, and then you'll see if you really have it figured out or not. It was by choice, though. I had my son at 42 years old by choice. I waited till the time was right, the right woman. And then just 6-7 weeks ago, we had our daughter, so now I have 2 kids. And sitting around, thank you. Sitting around in the living room the other morning, and baby girl got upset, so I took her to the kitchen and turned the stove light on so it wasn't too bright, and just kind of walked around a little bit trying to calm her down, and these words just kind of fill out, so I hope you guys dig it. I'm not cool like Lance, I don't finger pick very often, so we're going to try this out.
I've got spit up on my shoulder, an angel crying while I hold her, walking holes in the kitchen floor so her mama can get some rest. 2 years worth of daddy wives upstairs with his eyes about to be wide open, putting my patience to the test. Oh, I try to enjoy the moment, soak it all in. Let the world go on without me. I may never be on this ride again. I was 16, I couldn't even dream about a day going by without a football in my hands. When the last whistle blew before I walked to the locker room, I took off that old helmet, stared up at the stands, and I tried to enjoy the moment, soak it all in. Yeah, the game went on without me, and I know I'll never ride that ride again. Oh, the stories of our days make up the chapters of our lives, a book that is written with no chance to revise. When the final page is turned and it's put up on the shelf, did someone else hold the pen, or did you write it yourself? Ever since that stadium dream faded, this neon dream I chased it further now than I ever thought that I would go. From the hometown lights to the big stage lights, I am grateful for each and every show, and I try to enjoy the moments, soak it all in. Let the world go on without me. I may never be on this ride again. Oh, the stories of our days make up the chapters of our lives, a book that is written with no chance to revise. The final page is turned and it's put up on the shelf. It's someone else hold the pen, or did you write it yourself? It's someone else hold the pen, did you write it yourself? her spit up on both shoulders. She's still crying while I hold her, walking holes in the kitchen floor so her mama can get some rest. Thank you. Brand new song. Just finished writing that song on the way here today. It's like a week old, that song is.
I guess we're doing, is this like the last song?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. I have questions.
Is this the last song? Like, what do you guys want to hear? Like,
Green Empire.
you want to hear Green Empire?
Yes.
Once, going twice.
I'm outnumbered. I don't know throw my hand in.
So I wasn't expecting for you guys to say that.
I'm running the video.
I know you said it.
I gotta hear it. It's gonna be like up there one day. Love it. Mike's missing it. It's so bad.
I normally can't put it on 4. I want to do it on 2 tonight because I feel like we're really laid back. BBH crowd favorite.
It
Every
is.
time.
It's on our playlist. We play it every night.
Great.
They're gonna know.
Well, I guess I'll do one more for y'all. This is actually going to be the first single I'm releasing. Hey! It's going to be August 29th under Lucy and the Love Letters. You can follow me on social media, Lucy Becker Music. But before I play that, I just wanted to do a little intro. There's a song I've been listening to a lot lately. I feel like things have been really hard in the world lately, and we're lacking a lot of just human love and kindness. And so I just wanted to play a Fred Rogers tune for y'all. I hope that's okay. And I'm just going to go right into my original. It's you I like. It's not the things you do, you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you. Not your toys, they're just beside you. And it's you I like. Every part of you, your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. Hope that you remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you, it's you I like. Here's my first single. It's called Sweetest Shade of Rose. It's a song about falling in love. If I had a flower for each time you crossed my mind, I'd walk in your garden forever. If the trees could speak to me just like you do poetry, to the forest I would run away. And suddenly the things that I've been much too blind to see, standing there right in front of me. It's you I see, my favorite me. Eyes have opened darling, never let them close again. The breezes blow and all I know, painted everything around me, sweetest shade of rose.
Lucy Becker.
Need it for Lance Rogers too. Come on,
Well, thank you so much. Jacob Paul Allen, all the way from Virginia.
And Mr. Brian Keith back here.
Brian Keith on the percussion.
Yeah, Brian.
Perfectly placed. It's been a great episode of, I said episode like it's a TV show. I mean, it could be a TV show.
Thanks for tuning in.
Coming up next,
Brought to you by
Chat GPT.
No.
Battle of the Case 9. Well, hey, we got an open mic after this. I might get back up. But we're going to call this one a done deal. Thank you, Tom, also for recording these and putting these on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's a great history of BBH Spotlights. If you follow Tom Wickstrom,
You'll find them all.
they'll be there. And I tell you, like, I'm glad that you take the initiative to record these because a lot of these would go kind of like lost. These moments would, you know, sometimes moments good to experience in the moment and just forget about it. Other times it's good to record it. And I think in instances like this, when you have great artists on stage that are writing their own original things, Lucy hasn't even put a song out yet. She's getting ready to drop her first single. That's a big thing. That's what we try to do here on the BBH Spotlight. Is highlight the songwriters. And I know the crowd isn't here tonight. We have a handful of people here listening. That's great. What I'm saying is, like, years from now, when people look back and be like, "Shit, that place should have been packed out." But we don't do that because of that. We write songs because it's in our heart, and it's good. We need to get it out there.
We will
So,
remember.
to have people that appreciate it, thank you, Rayla, and Cody for doing the sound, making it sound good.
Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, thank y'all so much.
So we got an open mic ahead of us.
We'll do the list up here at the front.
All right, there is a list at the front if you want to do open mic.